Okay, so this is going to be a season 1.5 tier list a day before season 2 comes out. I want to do a very quick video about the end of season 1, what the meta looked like and all that. Just before season 2, when season 2 comes out and all these changes happen and Emma Frost is added, we will make a tier list then about 2 weeks in. But for now, this is what the end of season 1.5 looked like and where all the characters stand. So starting off with Hulk. Hulk will be going into A tier. Hulk himself, Gamma's nerfed. Hulk is an okay character diving in and out. If you have a good Hulk on your team, is great. The Gamma shield is good and build ult charge quick with him. But he's a solid tank, not the greatest, not the best, but he's an okay pick, and one of the better dive tank characters. Next is going to be Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange right now is currently S tier still. His strength is still there. He can one-shot healer supports out of their ults, besides a Luna. If you time your ult right with 100% charge and, get that in max damage, you can. His damage is great for a tank, and he's super strong. And of course, it's pretty much always Strange in your games. But yeah, Captain America is also A tier. Captain America goes in and punches the squishies. Doesn't do much, honestly. Doesn't do much damage, but he's a nuisance, and it's so hard to kill him. No reason why. It's just like he's just in and out, has so much health, and the shield protection and his movement is just so good. It's really hard to kill him. So Captain America goes in A. Groot is S tier. He's in front of Strange. Groot is considered probably the best tank in this game right now. Groot gets banned every other game now. I'm not sure where this picked up from, but everyone is banning Groot now and calling him OP, which he kind of is. His damage is insanely strong, especially for a tank. And if you combo it with the walls right and everything, he is just a strong tank. The only problem is like you can melt him pretty easily because he doesn't have any protective on him besides like his walls, but you can just melt the walls and get him. But other than that, if you don't break the walls or nothing, he just cuts off the healings and does a lot of damage. So he goes in S tier. Next is Venom. Venom is another, I would say, A tier hero. Venom does good damage, but also he can get shredded easily with this infinite ammo team up that's been going on. Rocket and Bucky pulling in. Yeah, so he can get melted pretty easily. But a good Venom's always great to have. Goes in on the back line, knows to put pressure on them supports while we try to push up from the front. So Venom is easy A tier. Next is Magneto. Magneto is probably the second best tank in this game next to Groot. Magneto still stops and denies ults, support ults. His damage is really strong because now they buffed his damage, and people pick him all the time. In this combo later on, you'll see the Thing is going to be up here in S tier too, because you can combo Magneto and Thing together really well, and their damage is extremely strong and bubbling the Thing, and his damage reduction with his E, it's all good. So Magneto's definitely S tier. Next up is Thor. I would put Thor into S tier too. Thor is also, he's on the lower end of S tier, almost A tier, but does very good damage. He's probably the best dive tank. Gets in and out too. Armor on all of his moves. The Ruin Awakening thing does a lot of damage, dude. I never realized how much damage it does until you like are squishy and like can take the front end of it. It's like insane. He melts you. Thor is definitely one of the better dive tanks out there. So he's probably the only dive tank that's gonna be here in S tier, apart from the Thing. Penny's a B tier character. Penny right now does not have that crit, movement slow, dies very easily. Mines are only good in very situational times. Penny's not that good of a tank. The next season, I'm hoping that changes. I'm hoping Penny goes up in the ranks. It would be fun to see more. But yeah, Penny has no survivability. It's really hard. It's really hard for her to survive, especially if they have a Bucky on the enemy team. You just snatch her in and kill her. Not much she can do, honestly. Yeah. Thing is another S tier character in my opinion. Thing is very strong. He's been played in ranked tournaments a lot. He gets armor or little overhealth with his right click. He can punch multiple people at once, and he built his ult the fastest out of all the tanks. And it's a big AoE stun. It's very good. Paired up with Magneto, just get bubbled while you're going in, and E out, and your armor, like when you're charging at people, gives you a shield. He's just really good. Game like meta defining right now. Next up is Punisher. Punisher is a easy S tier also. Actually, I'll bump him down to A tier just because he doesn't have much mobility apart from his grappling hook. Like when you take it away, um, he's just a basic like Soldier 76 from Overwatch, but his damage is really strong. His infinite ammo team up makes him S tier, but just on character alone, he's A tier. I also don't want to slap so many characters in the S tier, otherwise this is gonna be a big S tier thing. But he's definitely like high up here, maybe like above here. He's almost S tier. But Punisher is really good. Never can complain when there's a Punisher on your team because at least it's consistent damage, even if they're not really good. With any other character, you can just go Punisher and do some damage. Storm is still S tier. Her nerfs are still okay. It didn't really affect her as much. People still pick Storm, and yeah, it's still a nuisance to play with. So she's like, she doesn't get banned, but she's still very strong, and having a good Storm on your team can definitely carry your games. That damage boost team up, or like little AoE circle is really good. Storm is very like up there still. But she's not like bannable good. Hawkeye is A tier. Right now I've been noticing a lot of more Hawkeyes in my game. I think people are now realizing that he's still pretty good. It is definitely, it takes a little bit longer to charge up his bow and all that and get to 100 charge, but you can still get one shot at it, which is annoying, and I've been feeling it in my games lately with a bunch of Hawkeyes. I don't know why there's been a lot of Hawkeye players again, but they're starting to become a thing. Hawkeye's an option. People are realizing, and I'm sure in season 2 he's gonna be right back in S. For now, he's here in A. Ella is an S tier character. This no damage fall off thing is strong. She's a very strong character. She gets banned every other game I'm in. Strong against as an anti-air character. Does a lot of damage, headshots, no fall off. And everything about her just, it's extremely, if you go against a good Hela that does not miss her shots, it is so annoying to play against because you got to figure out a way to work around it. Get yourself some shield tanks. You have to play around her if there's a good Hela on the enemy team. Next up is BP. BP, I would say is a solid A. I've noticed like the dash resets are much more common. And people have finally figured out his playstyle and are doing so much more damage, and he's not really the tickle monster in high ranks, I should say. By the way, this is like Celestial here, trying to like give you a good tier list of where these players are at. And this is Celestial player before the season 1.5 like inflation rank. There's some GMs and Celestials that I look at their career and they were gold in season 1.0. Like, oh my goodness, rank is inflated right now, but don't get me started on that. But good BPs are in their backline, do great damage. I say he's an easy A tier. Next up is Magic. Magic is also an A tier. Another good dive character. Love when there's a good Magic on your team. Puts in that work. So much damage. You can one shot a support if you know how to do that trick with your ult. And all around a great damaging character. I'm hoping to pick her up in season 2, honestly, just because I haven't had the time. Really want to put time into her. Next up was Moon Knight. Moon Knight's A tier. Moon Knight's damage is also pretty good right now, and they're buffing him, so even in season 2, he's gonna be insane. I already know it. His flank potential is good. It's just his mobility of getting out when he's like trying to flank, because you know with Moon Knight it's really good to flank for the Yonk behind them and then do some damage and get the squishies out. But it's hard to get out. Like you're kind of exposed in the air when you're gliding and the grapple's slow. So yeah, he's kind of mid. But his ult's pretty good. They changed it really well. And right now Moon Knight's definitely sitting at an A tier. Squirrel Girl, another A tier character. Squirrel Girl's really good on some maps. There's so much damage and builds ult so fast. I think Squirrel Girl slept on character. I know there's gonna be a lot of characters in A tier, but a lot of these characters are good. Squirrel Girl has not good enough to be banned, but it's definitely annoying, especially on like that Venom map, the No map. Yeah, Squirrel Girl's annoying. That map is so like tight and corridor like. You could just build your ult super fast, shoot down main a lot, and get your ult instantly. It does great damage too. Squirrel Girl's like a Punisher. You know, you can never go wrong with having one that's like just doing poke damage. If they're not doing that good on this team, you're on. Next up is Iron Man. I say Iron Man is also A tier right now. I know a lot of A tier, but just listen and work with me, right? Iron Man, his ult is really good to shut down some support ults. His his E his E ability, that armor overdrive thing, does great damage now that it's buffed regularly without even needing gamma. I mean, it's probably like next to being the best flyer with Storm. And his consistent damage is great. You can also flank with him, and he's a little bit loud when he has his ult, but like he still does very good damage. You can counter him pretty easily with any anti-air, so that's why he's on the lower end of A. But he's still a very good damaging character with his right click. His left click explosion thing, like the post cannon things, are kind of meh, but his right click laser beam chest thing is really good. Spider-Man, let's slap Spider-Man into S tier for two reasons. One, he gets banned in all my games I play because people don't want to deal with him because it's annoying if there's a good Spider-Man on it to me. And two, if there's a good Spider-Man on the enemy team, it's super hard to kill him without a Namor, because you know Namor would be banned if they want to play Spider-Man. He goes in and out of combat super fast, and can do just enough damage to maybe have another DPS pick off whoever the Spider-Man is on, or if he's good enough, just to get you himself. And it's like good Spider-Man players have low deaths, and it's really been hard to kill him as of lately. I slap Spider-Man into S tier definitely, but on a very low end, like almost like very close to being A tier. He's definitely like the best dive character right now, and that's why people are banning him more and more in Celestial. They don't even want to deal with it. You know, it's just too much to work around. There's a bunch of counters to it, and I love playing Loki when there's a Spider-Man because I could just counter him like non-stop. So it's not much of a problem for me, but overall, it's a problem for a lot of people to the point where he's banned. Scarlet's sitting at a C. Scarlet's not that strong, doesn't do that much damage. She's a good pick for diving or counter diving. But right now she's sitting at a C. But trust me, I'm sure she's going to spike up in this rank when season 2 comes out because of her team up with Strange and because of her fixed damage numbers now. Squishies are going to die left and right. But right now she's kind of okay-ish. Still so easy to kill her out of her ult or stun her or anything with her ult. You got to be very smart with it. And she's like an average, okay, like, sure, go Scarlet kind of pick. Bucky's S tier. I've always said this. People thought I was tripping sometimes. And now that people are banning him, like, oh yeah, Bucky is kind of overpowered. Like, I've been said this as a Bucky main. I'm not even surprised that people are finally now realizing it. It's just like, why is it taking you guys now to realize how strong Winter Soldier is? His pull in is great. Snatch a person and use your left shift, your arm wrestle them back into the back of your team if you're pulling a tank or something. His ult just keeps it going and going and going. If they have a Loki on the enemy team, it's perfect. He's such a very good character and such a fun character. I don't even need to talk on him. You guys know he gets banned every game if you're in like Diamond and above. Next is Star-Lord. I put Star-Lord in S tier also. Star-Lord is one of those characters that also was played in tournaments a lot. He's a great all-around character. Good damage, his ult's insane. His CC immune roll thing that also reloads is also very strong. Star-Lord players are very good. And E, when you press the E and just build damage and ult very quickly in a group of people, it's ridiculous. His cooldowns are all very short. Star-Lord is just a great character overall. Widow, until they ever give her something significant, she will always be here. They're gonna need to buff her every single update in order for like maybe just for like a month, just 1 month, make Widow headshot kill just for 1 month. Let's just see what happens. Make Widow be able to one-shot headshot kill just for 1 month. That's all I ask. For now, she will always be D. More is S tier definitely. His team up with Luna is very strong. Flanking Namor is very annoying to deal with because you never hear him. Like if a good Namor, I know his footsteps sound wet and like you always can hear him, but like a good Namor can flank away from the auditory range and just set up his turrets, right click a support or left click, right click a support, boom, dead from the turrets too, enraged. Nothing you can do. And in season 2, oh my god, he's gonna be like the best character in the game when the Hulk team up comes out. That's why Hulk's getting banned every single game, by the way. But yeah, he's Namor's gonna be S tier for now. Psylocke's A tier. Psylocke does great damage. Another good diving character. I consider her a diver character because she invises and flanks and assassinates a support or something. Ult is very good still. Can't stun her, kill her out of her ult. There's like a frame where you can, but apart from that, super strong character, great damage. I don't see many Psylocke players anymore though. I don't know why. But overall, she's a great character. Wolverine, S tier still. Tank Shredder character. They haven't really touched him this throughout season 1. Very good character. Still gets banned because, you know, tanks don't want to get abducted and die. Very, very strong. He went from being the worst character in the game to the best character in the game in 1 season. And just like that. That's why I'm saying, like, Scarlet, right now she's in the sea, but hey, Wolverine was down here and he went up. I'm telling y'all. Iron Fist, I will put Iron Fist at A tier. I've been going against many good Iron Fist players, and I've picked up Iron Fist myself, almost Lord now. And I'm realizing, like, you can get in and out with Iron Fist pretty good. His parry is super strong. His damage is good on these tanks. It's kind of harder just to kill the squishies because it's percent damage now that he does. So he does more damage to tanks. But once you figure out a flow around it, Iron Fist is very strong. And is a pretty good dive character. Having like Iron Fist and BP goes crazy, or Iron Fist and Spider-Man, it really does go crazy. Mr. Fantastic's a B character. Mr. Fantastic doesn't do damage like that. He's like an off tank. At this point, they should have just made him a tank. Honestly, like they need to rework him and make him a tank entirely, because he just doesn't do that much damage, and his ult sucks. And there's just never really anything good about Mr. Fantastic except for the part that he cannot die. That's the only reason he's up here in B. Otherwise, he'd be in C, because he has so much survivability. Shields, big mode, the stretchy thing that can't damage him or CC him or anything. Like, he just survives. That's it. So that keeps him in B because he can just survive. Otherwise, he'd be in like C or D. Human Torch. Human Torch is another B character. He does okay damage, but his movement in the air is very slow. I've never really come across good Human Torch players. Some people try to advocate for him, but I just don't see it. His like primary fire is so randomized and it's not even worth dealing with sometimes. And the flame field on the ground is nice, but only lasts for so long. It's just, and his ult feels underwhelming at times. Like when he says supernova, I'm just like, okay, look out for the tornadoes, I guess. That's it. Like, yeah, it's mid. He's just a mid character. Actually, I'm gonna bump him down to C. He's really not that good. If you guys disagree, you can let me know. But that's why I'm placing him. Warlock. Place Warlock in B tier. Actually, no, I'll place Warlock in A tier because he gets banned too some games. Overall, his healing isn't that great because he only has like 2 little things. But his soul bond is insane. To mitigate the damage for like any ults, really. Super strong with that. It's like a little mini ult. It's like a mini support ult, the bond. Soul bond. You just gotta time it right when like a storm ults or something. Adam's a A tier. His burst healing though, even though he has 2 of them, it's insane. Like if someone will be one shot, he just snaps his fingers and do his back to full HP. It's ridiculous. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger is still S tier. The healing is still very strong, even though the ult is kind of weak now. Not weak, but like not as ideal as it was before. So Cloak and Dagger goes in the S tier because she's still one of the better supports. Next up is Invis. Invis is the best support. Big AoE area feeling, super hard to kill anything in that. In the Cloak ult, you can still kill stuff. Invis ult heals you much faster than a Cloak ult. Piercing, healing, and damage. Put good pushes for like a Strange coming in for Eye of Agamotto or anything like that. Put Invis in S tier 100%. Jeff's a A tier hero. Having Jeff as a third support is great. He'll be flanking a lot. And with Luna team up, he's like a little nuisance in the background. It's super hard to kill him. It's so hard to hit his fin. And like Jeff players really be having like no deaths. If they really play Jeff like that, they be having like 0 to 1 death. But then again, their healing isn't as good. And Like Jeff's like a little mini side DPS with having healing capabilities. Jeff goes in the A tier. Loki, I believe Loki is another character that is S tier. He gets banned here and there. His rune statues are very annoying to deal with when you see someone low and they just slap a statue down. But it gets countered by Bucky because Bucky can just over and over and over again reset off of him. But Loki's healing is strong and his damage is very strong. So yeah, I'm putting Loki in S tier. Luna's the second best healer in the game. Next to him is big AoE healing with the damage boost is great. Damage boost anyone to do so much damage with like a Namor ult or something. Luna's easy S tier with healing. Mantis is an A tier healer. Doesn't do a lot of healing, and once they update her healing so it does stacks, that'll be great. Right now she's an A tier healer and does good damage, but not good healing in a sense of for other people. And Rocket, I put Rocket in A tier. I believe his amplifier is kind of good. I like the 40% damage boost. I can kill so much things through it, especially if you team it up well with other people. And his respawn beacon's good, and his infinite ammo team up is just solid. So I think he's an okay character. I just understand that people, want more healing, and hopefully they change that in season 2. But yeah, guys, this is my finalized tier list. Let me know below what you guys think. Yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.